Good morning, welcome to
KidMath number 15.
KidMath number 15. We have been spending the last couple of weeks studying quadratic equations, things of the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, or sometimes equals y, and we look at the graph.
Yeah.
So for example, this morning we looked at the graph of, what was it? It was y equals x squared minus 8x plus 7.
Yeah.
And we found that this equals 0, x equals 7, and x equals 1, make this 0. So we plugged it into Mathematica. Here's 1 and here's 7, and we found just a parabola just like we thought it would be. Right?
Yep. Okay.
And we're going to learn in a couple, probably not for a couple months, but in a couple of months, we're going to learn a general solution to this. Equals 0 is of the form x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, 4 times a times c, all over 2a. Holy smokes. So this is one of the reasons why we had to talk about square roots before we talked about quadratic equations. It's pretty neat though, how you get to the solution. So somebody figured this out. I actually don't know for sure who it was. I think Fibonacci, remember, you know his name? I think he was one of the people who wrote down this equation. This is in about the 1200s. Okay? Then something neat happened. In the 1500s, people learned how to solve equations like x cubed plus ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, and x to the 4th plus ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d equals 0. And you had some interest, I'm not going to write them down, but I'll say them. There was 4 Italian mathematicians associated with solving these equations. There's probably others too that I don't know about, but their names are Tartaglia, Cardano, Faro, and Ferrari. Cardano and Tartaglia and Faro solved the cubic, and Ferrari solved the quartic. That's what that's called. So this is in the mid 1500s. And that's really neat, right? And they're famous. You know who I learned about this from? My high school math teacher. So I didn't learn this until I was in high school. His name's Mr. Waterman. He taught me about that and taught me the solutions. You want me to write them down?
No.
Oh. They're super complicated. But then something really cool happened. Nobody could figure out how to write down a formula to solve a 5th degree equation. Even something simple like x to the 5th minus x plus 1 equals 0. Nobody knew how to solve that. And until about the early 1800s, about 1830-ish, when a 17-year-old named Galois, Galois, French mathematician named Galois, who was 17 when he figured this out, that 5th degree and higher, there's no general formula. In fact, he proved that this equation can't be solved using square roots. No general formula. Pretty amazing. He was 17. And this started a whole field of algebra called Galois theory. Pretty incredible that Galois discovered Galois theory, right?
Yeah.
I was lucky. Good thing it wasn't you. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is neat. This is a neat history. And we're just starting to scratch the surface of this. And this is what we were talking about today. You excited to learn about this? You excited to learn about something that a 17-year-old did?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. All right, good job today, hon. Good job. That's a little history to learn about why we're studying this stuff.